Germany, a key player in European security, faces increasing scrutiny over its military capabilities. In recent years, doubts have emerged about whether Germany is prepared for a major conflict, especially in the wake of Russia's aggressive actions. The invasion of Ukraine by Russia in 2022 served as a harsh wake-up call for a Europe that had grown complacent. After the Cold War, many European nations, including Germany, relaxed their military readiness, believing that peace was assured. But while Europe was focused on economic growth and social welfare, Russia was quietly building its military might. Germany, in particular, had become deeply dependent on Russian energy, under the assumption that economic ties would prevent conflict. However, this reliance only made Germany vulnerable. When Russia first invaded Ukraine in 2014, Europe's response was tepid, and Germany's military was already in decline. During the Cold War, the West German military boasted a readiness rate of around 90%. Today, that figure has plummeted to between 20% and 40%, meaning much of Germany's military is unprepared for immediate action. In 2018, Jorge Benitez of the Atlantic Council described the German military's readiness as abysmal. Critical elements such as tanks, submarines, and fighter jets were not fully operational. Despite its strong economy, Germany's military was among the weakest in Europe, with outdated equipment and underprepared troops. At one point, Germany could barely meet its NATO commitments without cannibalizing other units for supplies. Germany's reluctance to invest in its military stems from a deeply ingrained pacifist attitude, shaped by its 20th century history. Many German citizens are uncomfortable with increased military spending. In a 2018 poll, a majority opposed raising the defense budget, despite Germany's pledge to NATO to spend 2% of its GDP on defense. However, Russia's recent aggression has forced a change in perspective. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has pledged a $104 billion increase in defense spending to meet NATO's requirements. Yet, skepticism remains about whether these funds will be effectively used. While Germany's European neighbors were once wary of a militarily strong Germany, recent developments have shifted opinions. Many now see a robust German military as crucial for European stability, especially with the rising threats from Russia and China. However, Germany's hesitancy in supporting Ukraine, particularly its delay in sending Leopard 2 tanks, has damaged its credibility. Despite increased defense spending, Germany still struggles with outdated equipment and low readiness rates. Modernizing the military and maintaining a capable defense industry are essential for Germany to meet its security obligations. The country's defense industry currently operates at a slow pace, prolonging repairs and upgrades due to limited orders. Germany's cultural resistance to military spending and recruitment challenges further complicate its ability to build a strong military. Conscription ended in 2011, and Germany has struggled to implement an effective all-volunteer force. If a major conflict were to break out in Europe today, Germany's performance would be far from optimal. The country would likely rely heavily on its NATO allies for support, with its own military contributing in a limited capacity. Its naval forces are underprepared, and its air force would struggle to sustain high-tempo operations. For the sake of European security, Germany must act now to rebuild its military strength. The time for relying on others is over. A strong German military is essential for maintaining the stability of Western democracies in an increasingly uncertain world. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth content on global security issues.